Hey, what's up, guys? These are my quick picks for UFC Fight Night, Ulberg versus Reyes. There's a lot of fun matchups on this card, mostly Australian fighters. Should be a lot of fun fights. Not too much name value, but this main event definitely means something, and they're going to be fighting for a title soon. And it's good to see Reyes has got his footing back and has reached this level again when we thought he was on his way out before. Anyway, let's start off the card. Okay, starting off the card is Jonathan McAuliffe versus Oban Elliott. I'm gonna say it there is a lot of fights on this card that are really tricky matchups and really close, at least in my mind, and this is super close. Jonathan McAuliffe, he's coming off a win over Kevin Jousset, who is better than anyone Oban Elliott has beaten. But I think Oban Elliott is the more well-rounded fighter. We don't know how Suk Young Ko is going to do yet, but Oban Elliott, I saw him come in on the Contender Series, and I was fade this guy eventually because he was about to get knocked the fuck out, and he was very sloppy, but he tidied things up. When he fought Val Woodburn, it looked more of the same, but then much more well-rounded, fighting Preston Parsons and Basil Hafez. We saw his takedown defense was not so good. It didn't hold up in the Suk Young Ko fight. He lost that pretty decisively. But yeah, Jonathan McAuliffe, I was very impressed with his Contender Series fight against Muhammad Ado, where he submitted him in the first round. And coming up to fight Kevin Jousset, who is a decent kickboxer and okay level, not UFC level, I don't think, but yeah, he beat him. I'm going back and forth on this. I think I'm gonna go with Oban Elliott very slightly by decision. This is Australia though. Please, the past two prediction videos that I made, I said to parlay all the fucking France fighters, and I said to parlay all the Mexican fighters for UFC Noche, and both those tickets fucking cashed. Do the same thing with this one, Australia, although there is a fucking Australian fighter on every single bout, so maybe do one for the prelims and do one for the main card, or mix and match, whatever the fuck. But yeah, I'm going to slightly lean Oban Elliott. I do not feel great about it. Now, Andre Petroski versus Cam Rouston. Cam Rouston looked fucking good his last time out on the Contender Series against Brandon Holmes. Smoked that guy, and Brandon Holmes is pretty good. I do remember before watching his fight against Torres Finney where he could not grapple. He was getting fucking manhandled by Torres Finney. I'm surprised Torres Finney didn't get a contract there. It was pretty impressive. This little guy holding down this tall guy for 3 rounds. Andre Petroski is not as tall, but I think he has good enough wrestling that he's going to hold Cam Rouston down. But it does worry me, the chin, because Cam Rouston does hit fucking hard. And Andre Petroski, we've seen his chin is a little bit fucking suspect. So another slight lean. I'm probably going to have a lot of these for this card. But yeah, Andre Petroski, I think he will hold down Rouston for 3 rounds and get it done by decision. Even a fighter like Edmund Shabazian, KO artist, didn't put him away. Andre Petroski had a little bit of success, but yeah, he lost the last time out. Anyway, I'm going to go to Andre Petroski by decision. Now, Louis Sutherland versus Justin Tafa. I did have to look at the tape a little bit on this guy. This guy hits fucking hard, but the level of competition yet, I don't know too well. He's been eating some shots that I was kind of impressed by. He has a decent chin for heavyweight. Justin Tafa is just a fat guy that can put on gloves, but has a bunch of power. Is all he really has. A little bit of anti-wrestling, but everyone takes him the fuck down. So I think probably a lot of people are gonna go with the Louis Sutherland on this, and I probably am too, but Tafa has beat guys in the UFC. look, they weren't like highest level like Harry Hunsucker and Parker Porter and Austin Lane. Austin Lane is another like wrestler that, but he got him out of there quick. Um, I will go with Louis Sutherland to get this one done by knockout round one, low confidence again. Next up on the card is Jamie Malarkey versus Rolando Bedoya. Rolando fucking sucks. Like honestly, I like, but so does Jamie Malarkey. But Jamie Malarkey has had moments where I was super impressed. Rolando Bedoya, only his fight against Chaos Williams, I was kind of impressed. I was like, holy fuck! On short notice, this guy's like going toe to toe with Chaos Williams. But Chaos Williams has not looked so good since. Well, he did knock out Carlson Harris. That was pretty impressive. Got choked out by Gabriel Bonfim and lost to Andreas Gustafsson. Yeah. But anyway, he is winless in the UFC, 0-3. Jamie Malarkey has like he's 5-6 in the UFC, and like I look back at the win with the John McDessie. He did not win that fight, in my opinion, watching it live. Francisco Prado is okay. Yeah. Michael Johnson, he did not win that fight either. So maybe his record is kind of deceiving. I remember the Michael Johnson fight. I thought he had it, and like I don't pick against Michael Johnson, and I had him in that fight. Yeah, but it seems like his chin is fucking trash at this point. But I'm still gonna go with Jamie Malarkey. I think his skills are just a lot better, and if he gets knocked out, I'm not surprised. But it just because his chin is like done. But Jamie Malarkey is the better fighter than Rolando Bedoya, and that's why I'm gonna go with it. Okay, fuck debuts now, but anyway, Luana Carolina versus Michelle Montagu. Montagu, I had to rewatch some of her fights in like the PFL, and like she won all her fights by fucking submission. It's very impressive, but only 6-0. And her UFC debut against a tough like fighter, Luana Carolina. It's a very tricky spot because Luana Carolina is kind of underrated in my opinion. She has like decent technique, and I know she can go 3 rounds. Michelle Montague has never, well, she's gone to the 3rd round, but yeah, when that was happening, she grappled very heavy, and yeah, I'm gonna trust in her in this debut, but I do not feel great about it at all. Like I will go with Montague to get this done by decision. No, submission. Sorry. Anyway, I don't feel great about it. Next fight. Okay, Colby Thickness versus Joseus Musasa. Musasa got submitted by Carlos Vera, who is an excellent grappler. Grapples just like Ryan fucking Hall, and he trains with him. Colby Thickness is being trained by Alexander Volkanovski. Who had 0 moments against Alexander Topuria, but decent stand up, good chin. That was his first loss ever, and it's not that bad. Don't know how he do against Carlos Vera. Joseus Mosasi, I learned about him on the Contender Series. He had a really fun fight. And before that, he won a lot of fights by knockout. It is a tricky fight. I'll go with Colby Thickness to get it done by decision, but yeah. Okay, Navajo Sterling. So fucking Navajo, like when he got into the UFC, like I was like, this guy's a fucking monster, fucking like before, and then his last 2 fights, Tuco Tocos, like, yes, he won that, like, fair and square, but I wasn't impressed his last 2 fights, even against Ivan Ersland. He's winning these fights, but, like, he's not winning them by knockout anymore. Rodolfo Bellato is a fucking dog. So it does worry me a bit in this matchup, but, like, I think, like, Navajo is just going to out-technique him, and Navajo is going to get it done by decision again, fucking, but I wouldn't be surprised Rodolfo finds the chin or something. Okay, Tom Nolan versus Charlie Campbell. This is like a fucking tough fight night for picks, man. Charlie Campbell is coming off a win over Trevor Peek. Just you have to wrestle Trevor Peek, and that's all you have to do. Like, he doesn't get put away. His chin is fucking titanium. But Charlie Campbell, like, the last time he lost was to Chris Duncan, and fucking Chris Duncan, he almost put him the fuck away. But then Chris Duncan came back out like a fucking zombie and knocked him the fuck out. Since then, like, fucking, he fought Alex Reyes. It was a free fucking win, pretty much, and then fucking Trevor Peek. Tom Nolan, really impressive striking, and, like, he beat a very accomplished kickboxer in the striking against Vyacheslav Borshev, who was really good at a time. Now, like, he seems to be, like, kind of falling off a little bit. Yeah, also beat Alex Reyes, both these guys. But he beat him by decision. And beat Victor Martinez. Bogdangrad, like, fuck, man, you beat Bogdangrad. That's it's pretty good. Pretty impressive. And Nicholas Mota, I misjudged him. That guy's got some dog. Great striking. Yeah, I think the striking is better on the Tom Nolan side. The all-rounded skill set is on the Charlie Campbell side, but I think the striking going to be enough for Tom Nolan this fight to get it done by knockout, round 2 or 3, and or decision. Tom Nolan's the pick. Now, Jake Matthews versus Neil Magny. I don't know why. It feels like this fight's already happened, and Jake Matthews kind of tends to, like, get close to, like going somewhere in his UFC career, and then it all falls apart. Gets a loss, and then, like, yeah, he gets to climb up again. Yeah, but right now he's on a 3-fight win streak over Chidi Njokuani, Francisco Prado, and Phil Rowe. Great wins. Neil Magny is aging veteran. Like, he's coming off a win over Eliezer Zaleski, who is also an aging veteran. He tends to be losing to the younger guys, and I think that's what's going to happen again here. I think Jake Matthews is probably going to find the knockout in this fight. I wouldn't be surprised a submission as well. But Neil Magny is a tough opponent. The odds are a bit crazy on this fight, but I'm still going with Jake Matthews to get it done. Yeah. Now, Jimmy Crute versus Ivan Erslan. Ivan Erslan hasn't showed much inside the UFC, and fucking Jimmy Crute, do not fucking bet on this guy. Fucking, like, even though I am going to pick him to win by decision, he's going to, like, have the better wrestling than Ivan. Ivan could probably find the shot on Jimmy Crute, and Jimmy Crute will retire right fucking there, but it wouldn't even be the first time he lost in Australia. Yeah, I'm going to go with Jimmy Crute to get it done by decision. I don't have much to say. This fight is nasty, in my opinion. Yeah. Now, Jack Jenkins versus Ramon Tavares, and, like, is this really the co-main event? Like, Ramon Tavares is great on the feet. Jack Jenkins' leg kicks are fucking crazy. I think Jack Jenkins is going to have, like, probably the speed disadvantage, at least with the strike, because Ramon Tavares is quite the good boxer. I'm going to go with Jack Jenkins to get it done by decision. Yeah. Now, the main event. Carlos Ulberg versus Dominic Reyes. We got to talk a bit about Dominic Reyes' resurgence. Imagine that, where people, like, think he arguably beat John Jones. It looked kind of like it, and then got lost to Jan Blachowicz, got knocked the fuck out, Yuri, and then fucking, like, they put a step down, and, like, can't believe he lost to Ryan Spann. And then he came back, knocked out Justin Jacoby, then Anthony Smith, and Nikita Krylov. It's looking pretty fucking impressive again. It's like the Dominic Reyes of old. And Carlos Ulberg was, like, quite the specimen for a while. He was winning a lot of fucking fights by finish. But his last two against Volkan Ozdemir and Jan Blachowicz, I saw so much more holes in his game. Like, the power, like, stepped away once he upped his competition. and he won his last 2 fights by decision, but going like having a war with Jan Blachowicz, and it was slow and measured the whole time. Like kudos to him, like he can win a fight by decision. It was like it's still impressive. A lot of people thought he lost to Jan Blachowicz, and Volkan Ozdemir. Yeah, like he clearly won, but not as impressively as Dominic Reyes has been winning again. But Dominic Reyes has like zero chin. He could find the shot on Dominic Reyes, but I think I'm gonna go with Dominic Reyes one last time. Let's fucking like go. Like I think like it'd be cool to see him get back up there. And also like I do think like he hits a lot harder than Ulberg, and yeah. I believe this will be Ulberg's first 5-round fight, but I don't think we're getting there. I don't think this fight's going the distance. I'm going to go with Dominic Reyes to get it done by knockout.